and cause number 25 DCCR 1168. You're charged with the state jail felony offense of criminal mischief, and that's from February 3rd of 2025. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get someone hired?
Yes.
Who have you hired?
They told us to come here first, and then after this was done, to call them, and then we can set up the man, Brittany Holmes.
Okay, so you're intending to hire Ms. Holmes? All right, so what I'll do is reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to try to get Ms. Holmes hired. If you get her hired, just bring the reset notice that you get today to her and she'll tell you what you need to do. If for some reason you're unable to hire her, that's not going to work out, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 other attorneys. They all charge different amounts, different payment plans. Bring me those names of who you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order. You would go back to jail. Do you understand? All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you a reset notice. Good morning. You're Peggy Downhauer?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you get someone hired?
I called and I left my information through with 3 different attorneys. I really want to call back.
Who did you leave your information with?
I called Rory Crenshaw. I called Jansen Bailey, and I called Brick.
Okay. So when those, did you try to some others since those didn't get back with you?
I'm waiting for the other ones.
Okay, well, Mr. Coon doesn't practice criminal law. So it's important that you, when you're looking at people, make sure that it states that they practice criminal defense, because it doesn't do any good to call a civil lawyer that never comes down here. So what I'm going to do is reset your case one more time. If you're not getting called back, then you need to call others. There's a whole lot of them out there. You need to make appointments and visit with as many as you can before that next court date. Try to get someone hired. If not, you need to bring me the names of those that you've actually talked to. Okay, step in front of the clerk, please. Glenn Willis. Glenn Willis. You did. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Is he here?
I can go off.
Oh, I see that got filed last week. I'll do a reset. But if you want to double check, did you call his name? Yeah. And there's a letter of rep in there from Galmore's office, if y'all will make sure to put that in.
No response, John.
Ms. Simmons, as soon as he gets, y'all didn't tell him not to be here, did you?
I forgot.
Okay, double check that. I don't want to forfeit a bond
Yes,
if you
Judge.
guys, if he didn't think he needed to be here in each of these cases, if you'll just let me know.
Yes, Judge.
Thanks. Good morning, sir. Are you Matthew Bowman Sr.? And Mr. Bowman, this is your initial appearance in cause number 26 DCCR 1167. You're charged with the second-degree felony offense of indecency with a child by sexual contact from January 20th of 2026. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? You've already hired him? Did you pay him money?
I talked to him in there.
So have you paid him and hired him, or you've just talked to him?
Yes, ma'am.
Which one?
Marvin Lewis, ma'am.
Have you paid him and hired him?
I too.
Okay, so you have not hired.
He haven't called me.
Okay,
He was supposed to call me on the 26th. On the 20th.
okay,
I went and seen him and everything. Away from the car.
okay. Just taking a look at this indictment alleges several prior felony convictions. It's very important you get someone hired pretty quickly. If I test you this morning, you can have anything in your system. Have a seat in the jury box. Let's double check that. And if you have to make a note on his about Marvin when we do it. What's that? Okay, thank you. I'll go through it again. Hagen Downhauer. Carl Farrow. Good morning, sir. Are you Carl Farrow?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Farrow, this is your initial appearance. And cause number 26, DCCR 0100. You are charged with, let's see. The state jail felony offense of unauthorized possession of certain material, copper or brass, and that's from October 30th of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
Not yet. I'm working. Today, I didn't know if that was happening.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, Mr. Farrow, is reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire someone. If you get someone hired before that next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, they have different payment plans. Bring me back those names of who you've talked to so I know you've tried, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order and you would go back to jail. Do you understand? All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you your reset notice. James Martin. Good morning, sir. Are you James Martin?
Yes.
And Mr. Martin, this is your initial appearance and cause number 26, DCCR 1199. You're charged with the state jail felony offense of unlawful possession of a certain copper or brass material from May 14th of 2026. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? I'm sorry.
No.
So what I'm going to do, Mr. Martin, is reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to get someone hired. If you get someone hired before that next court date, then just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, different payment plans. Bring me the names of the lawyers that you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order and you would go back to jail. You understand? All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you a reset. Eddie Smith. Good morning. Are you Eddie Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Smith, this is your initial appearance and cause number 26, DCCR 1100. You're charged with a state jail felony offense of abandoning or endangering a child, and that's from April 28th of 2026. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No.
So again, Mr. Smith, same thing that you've been hearing. I'm going to reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire someone. If you get someone hired before the next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what you need to do. If you're unable to hire someone before that next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, different payment plans. Bring me the names of the lawyers that you've talked to when you come back so I know you're trying and we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order and you would go back to jail. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. And is the court appointed lawyer I got there different from what I need now?
Yes. So when you're in custody, we automatically give you a court appointed lawyer. Once you make a bond, I just expect you to try to hire your own. That attorney is still technically your attorney. You can also talk to them about hiring them or anybody else. And then if you can't, we'll discuss it later.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Step in front of the clerk. She'll give you a reset notice. All right, you're Desiree Doucette?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Ms. Doucette, you were here before in cause number 26, DCCR 0757, correct? The deadly conduct case?
Yes, ma'am. That's
And-
correct.
And then you were given some time to hire a lawyer, and now it looks like you were arrested on two harassment of public servant and a DWI after that while you were on bond. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
Did you get a lawyer hired?
I looked into the 3 lawyers like my court order said, and I actually went with one, but I didn't pay him yet, and I was supposed to have an appointment with him. But due to my transportation, I didn't make it. I had to call him to reset another appointment so that I could go ahead and get him obtained. I spoke with Marvin Lewis. I've also spoke with Brittany Holmes twice since I've been arrested the first time, and I spoke with her again since my initial appearance in court. I spoke with another Miss Reagan Minaldi, and those were the three that I talked to. But I talked to Marvin Lewis, and he had payment plans that seemed to be sufficient with my budget and with all I have going on.
I'm just taking a look at something. So you paid a $20,000 bond in that deadly conduct case, and then in these new cases, the magistrate was, for some reason, kind enough to set you $10,000 bonds on each of those, which in my opinion is too low because you were out on a felony bond and are now alleged to have committed 2 new felonies. You have 2 weeks to get a lawyer hired. I'm going to let a lawyer know that was court appointed on your case that we may be having an issue with your bond. Mr. Nichols, this is your case. If you'll take a look at that, just one that gives me some concern because she was on bond already. So you need to get Mr. Lewis or someone hired before that next court date. If you don't, then you need to bring me more names of who you've talked to, and then we'll discuss what's going to go on in your case.
Yes.
All right. Step in front of the clerk. Do you have, let me come back. So on that bond on the DWI, I know it's a misdemeanor, but did they make you have an auto ignition interlock device or any type of
No, ma'am, because it was in my vehicle, and I know that I'm supposed to wait on my lawyer to kind of like go over everything with him so he can kind of tell you about what happened. But I wasn't the one operating the vehicle. I ended up.
No, you switched seats.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes,
I've
ma'am.
already read the
Yes,
probable
ma'am.
cause.
Yes.
So, but you were intoxicated enough to think that that was a good idea.
Yes, and I was trying to just use my driver's license because my friend, I don't think had hers.
Let's don't talk about more of that without you having an attorney here. If I test you this morning, will you have anything in your system?
Possibly.
Have a seat in the jury box. We're going to double check that. Oh, thank you. I couldn't find it online. That's what I was looking for. Thank you, ma'am. David LeBlanc. Good morning. You're David LeBlanc.
My lawyer's on vacation,
Who's your lawyer?
Ralph Kimler, and
Did you actually go hire him and pay him money?
I've only partially paid him, so I need some more time to get with him. So, and I was kind of confused why he wasn't on this case the last time I came here.
Well, he's still not on the case because if you haven't paid him in full, he's probably not going to get on the case.
Right.
But you need to call his office and talk to his assistant about that, which is why I reset your case for 1 week for you to get that taken care of.
That's what I'm going to do when he gets back in.
No, that's what you do now. That's what you should have
Okay,
done last week. He
secretary.
still has some, yeah, I mean, he has an assistant.
Yeah, sorry. I was just talking to him. I wasn't really talking to his secretary. And he didn't tell me he was going to be on vacation this month.
So how do you know he's on vacation now?
Because I was in misdemeanor court last week, and they told me.
Okay.
Daisy.
So you didn't call his office.
I'm going to do that today.
When's he back? Is there not a letter on file? It wouldn't be in the case. It's wherever the attorney vacation,
And I don't. I missed it. Yeah, like my receipt to get showed what if done something favorable against me. It's not on there, but I know he is just that it hasn't done. But I don't know.
How to get to that letter?
Yes.
Christy, you don't know how to get to that, do you? All right, I'm gonna reset your case for 2 weeks. You need to get Mr. Kimler hired before that, talk to his assistant, find out what you need to pay, get that taken care of before that next court date.
Yes, ma'am.
Step in front of the clerk. Lakeisha Petrie. Okay. If you'll call the name Lakeisha Petrie, please.
Keisha, Petrie? No response, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to forfeit her bond for non-appearance and reset it at 100,000. We did get a call that she was in a wreck. If we get proof of that, I'll recall that later. Jerry Dickert. Good morning, you're Jerry Dickert.
Hi.
And did you get someone hired, Mr. Dickert?
I did not get them hired. I did speak with them about their payments. They're wanting $2,000 as a retainer, and then they'll discuss payments on the full case. It's the Huff Law Firm in Houston.
Huff?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you planning on getting them hired?
I am. I finally figured out my transportation situation last week, so I'm able to get a job now. And actually I have a job interview.
You do? Okay. So I was saying, you've done everything I asked. If you want to fill out the paperwork for a court-appointed lawyer, I'll allow you to do that. Obviously, if you qualify and your circumstances change, that may change later. But if you want to fill out that paperwork this morning, then I will allow you to do so. All right, step in front of the clerk and she'll give you those instructions. Kira Douglas. Good morning, ma'am. You're Kira Douglas.
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Douglas, this is your initial appearance in 3 cases. You've got cause number 25 DCCR 1000. You're charged with the 2nd-degree felony offense of assault on a peace officer from June 27th of 2025. And then you've got 25 DCCR 1853 and 1854. And in each of those cases, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of injury to a child, and that's from June 27th of 2025. Have you, since you've made bond in all 3 of these cases, had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? So
When I went to jail, I lost my job, so I was trying to find a job so I can pay one.
okay, so what I'm going to do is reset your case about 30 days to give you some time to do a couple of things. 1, to get a job, and 2, to start talking to attorneys so that when you get some money saved up, you'll know who you want to hire. So if you get someone hired, or if you just get a job and you haven't gotten someone hired, bring me some type of proof of that. If you've got a job, bring me something, documentation that shows that. If you don't have a job, then I want you to bring me a list or documentation of everything that you have applied to, and it needs to be more than 1 or 2 a week. And then we'll discuss your options. You also, again, need to start talking to attorneys so you have an idea of what they charge. And if you do get someone hired, you're going to get a reset notice today. Bring that to the lawyer. If you do hire them, they'll tell you what to do. Otherwise, I want you to at least talk to 30. Okay, so you have an idea of what you can do when you do start making some money. If you don't do those things, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following those court orders, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you a reset notice. Demetria Freeman. Good morning. You're Demetria Freeman,
Yes, ma'am.
and you good?
Mhm.
Ms. Freeman, this is your initial appearance in cause number 26 DCCR 1317. And in that case, you're charged with the second-degree felony offense of assault on a peace officer from June 14th of 2026. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No, just due to the fact that I didn't even know I was getting bonded out. But I got a job right now. I can work on it.
Where are you working?
Little Caesars.
I'm sorry.
Little Caesars.
Okay. If I test you this morning, you gonna have anything in your system?
I'm not sure. Last time I smoked was last week on the 20th.
Have a seat in the jury box. Let's test you. Bernice McIntosh. Good morning. Are you Bernice
Yes.
McIntosh? And Mr. McIntosh, did you get someone hired?
I talked to, like I said, Adam, he told me I can, I told him I have 6 kids, I had to get their school, paying for a bunch of school clothes, he told me I can pay him this month. Also, I got a misdemeanor similar to this case. I got a court-appointed lawyer, forgot her name, I talked to her last, month when I was here. I actually, think she'd be my court-appointed lawyer in this situation since it's,
It doesn't
They-
work
they-
like that. It's
they-
totally different. Yeah, the two courts. And so,
but I did talk to Mr. Rice at Adams and, we talked about a price and, it's a reasonable price and I told him I could get him that payment.
okay. So you think if I reset your case one more time, you'll be able to get Mr. Adams hired? So I'll give you just another normal reset. It's about 30 days. If you get Mr. Adams hired, just bring that reset notice. If for some reason it's not going to work out with Mr. Adams, then I need you to call at least 3 others, see if you can get someone else hired. And if you can't, bring me the names of those that you've talked to, and then we'll discuss your options.
Yes.
Okay? Step in front of the clerk. She'll give you a reset notice.
Okay.
Derek Moody. Good morning. Are you Derek Moody?
Yes.
And Mr. Moody, this is your initial appearance in cause number 26 DCCR 0930. You're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft of property from June 3rd of 2023. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
Yes, ma'am. The thing was that I was in New Jersey. I just came back like last week,
Okay.
so I still need to go talk to him and
Okay.
pay him.
Who are you planning on hiring?
Provost law firm.
Okay.
And his name's Matthew, but
Okay.
I still have a little bit of time.
Sure. So what I'll do, Mr. Moody, is reset your case. The normal reset is about 30 days. If you get someone hired before the next court date, just bring the reset that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what you need to do. If you're unable to hire someone before that next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, have different payment plans. Bring me the names of the lawyers that you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order, and you would have to go back to jail. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you a reset notice. Mr. Bowman, come on back up, sir. All right, you tested negative, which is great. And so again, I'm going to give you some time to see if you can get someone hired. I know you mentioned Mr. Lewis. He was the attorney that was appointed when you were in custody, but you're talking about hiring him now as well. Okay, so just get the reset notice from the clerk and then see if you can get that taken care of before the next court date. Ms. Simmons, are you here on Justin Zarek? Justin Zarek? She's getting them.
That's there.
Good morning, sir. You're Justin Zarek.
Yes, sir.
And this is 26 DCCR 0317. Mr. Zarek is charged with driving while intoxicated with a child under 15. And what is the announcement?
Yes, Your Honor, we're still working on discovery for this one, and we need time for him to come to the office and review with us before we can make an announcement.
All right, so any issues?
Offer has been extended.
This will be, at the next court date, it'll be about 6 months since Mr. Galmore's hired, so it'll probably be time to get an announcement.
Yes,
Make
ma'am.
sure you stay in touch with your attorneys so you can go over everything with them, see what the offer is in your case, and then we'll see if we can get an announcement at the next court date. All right, you're free to go. Thank you, ma'am.
On that other case, I put a word in with Mr. Gilmore. He's reaching out, but I'm gonna go to another court.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Holmes, you've got Trinity Bell.
Yes, sir.
Type 5.
Okay. Ms. Bell, your Trinity Bell. The state has just told me they're going to file a dismissal in your case this morning. I'll sign it as soon as it comes through. You're free to go. Right? Good luck to you. Cynthia Williams, Ms. Holmes.
Cynthia Williams. Yes, she's outside. Cynthia Williams.
Good morning. How are you? Good.
She's in the restroom.
Okay, I'll hold that for just a minute. Mr. Rojas, you have Keith Sean Davis.
Yeah.
Morning. Mr. Smith, you've got Keith Sean Davis. Good morning, sir. Are you Keith Sean Davis? And this is cause number 26 DCCR 0096. Mr. Davis is charged with aggravated robbery. And what is the announcement?
Judge, we have all the discovery. We do have an offer. I went over that with Mr. Davis last week. I need another reset. Let's get some information back to Mr. Smith.
Okay. All right. We'll do one more reset. And then we'll get an announcement at that next court date. Make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Rojas so you guys are prepared to make an announcement at the next court date. Thank you, Ms. Malfina. Tyler Douglas, Mr. Rojas.
You can hear Sharon.
Good morning. You're Tyler Douglas. And this is 26 DCCR 0905. Mr. Douglas is charged with burglary of the habitation. And what is the announcement?
Judge, I haven't had a chance to go over anything with Mr. Douglas. The number I have is no good. I know he was in the hospital last week. If we can get another announcement, Doctor, we'll be able to make an announcement, hopefully.
So before you leave today, Mr. Douglas, you need to visit with Mr. Rojas. Make sure he has good contact information so y'all can talk before that next court date. But don't leave today. And I'll reset your case, but don't leave until y'all visit. Okay. All right. Anything that I need to do? Okay. You can go. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Parker, you got Terrence Jenkins. Morning.
Morning, Judge. Just they don't do blame on their face like they used to.
No,
God,
it's a whole thing.
it's horrible. Well,
Good morning. Are you Terrence Jenkins?
yes.
And this is 26 DCCR 0512. Mr. Jenkins is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And what is the announcement?
Your Honor, we're asking for a reset. This was Mr. Coleman's case. Mr. Schmitz has looked over it and made me another announcement. He's actually called me when I was out of town and apparently we hadn't been hooked up. So if I could get a chance to get him in,
Sure.
I only need a couple weeks, I guess.
Okay. Any issues? All right, I'll do a normal reset. That should give you plenty of time, Mr. Jenkins. Make sure you call, make an appointment, go visit with Mr. Parker, and you guys can go over everything, and we'll get an announcement at the next court date. All right, we're free to go. Deborah Elliott.
That judge. You have to sign that, sir.
Okay, I'll recall it as soon as it comes through.
Would you mind doing John Martin in the Martin on the breakdown? Would you mind?
Yes, I already signed it up here
Yes, I seen that a little bit ago.
on Burbanks. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. I can write you down my reason.
That's all good. Next week, a trial week. Can I get a copy of the trial docket for next week, please?
Well, most people couldn't even share about.
Let's do that. So, Ms. Doucette, in addition to being arrested 2 more times since you made bond on the first case, you are now testing positive for THC. At this time, I'm going to find that your bonds are insufficient. Based on the fact that you were already on bond for a serious felony offense, that you've been arrested for 2 more felony offenses and a misdemeanor, and you tested positive. And clause number 26, DCCR 1314, I'm going to raise your bond to $50,000. And clause number 26, DCCR 1315, I'm also going to raise your bond to $50,000. You can go back with the bailiff. Go back with it. There's no please. Go back with the bailiff. There will be a drug patch also if you make those bonds as a condition. You get that? Thanks. Mr. Comerford? Mr. Crenshaw? Oh, good morning. Are you here for Mr. Comerford on your sentencing on Simon Gobert?
Yes.
And what's your name, ma'am?
Tess Busick?
Busick?
Yes.
How do you spell that?
Bussick.
Thank you. Right, are you Simon Gobert?
Yeah.
And this is cause number 24, DCCR 0512. Mr. Gobert was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty. That just goes to this in a minute. To the 2nd-degree felony offense of attempting to commit sexual performance of a child. I've received and reviewed the pre-sentence report. Have you both had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes.
Any additions or corrections?
No.
Not from the state.
All right, then at this time, Mr. Gobert, I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 10 years. You're ordered to pay the $2,500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Look at something. Is this a registration of the offense?
Yes.
I don't think that admonishment was done for the plea. And so I do, before you leave today, we'll show you on the tablet over there, the sex offender registration documentation.
Yes.
I need you to go over that with Mr. Gobert. Both of you guys sign it, and we'll get somebody. Ms. Holmes, do you mind helping her do that? Please pull it up on there for him. You understand as a part of this agreement, as a part of the plea, that you will be required to register as a sex offender, correct? And so there's some paperwork you need to go to, just go through and sign off that shows in writing that you got that admonishment as well. So the opportunity that you're being given today is really a great opportunity. You do not have a felony conviction on your record. And if you successfully complete this probation at the end, the case will actually be dismissed. You'll never have the felony conviction. The other side of that, however, is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, found guilty of the offense, so you would have the felony conviction, and go to prison anywhere in the range of punishment, which is between 2 years and up to 20 years in prison. Do you understand? All right, so I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows that this was an agreement that I followed, and so you did waive your right to appeal. Have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's going to call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over your paperwork, and while you're waiting on her, you guys can get that other stuff taken care of. All right, thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Judge.
Cynthia Williams, Ms. Holmes.
Yes.
Will she come back in?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning, ma'am. You're Cynthia Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is cause number 26, DCCR 1106. Ms. Williams is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And what is the announcement?
Yeah, we'll get one more reason. I have met with Miss Williams. I just need to go over more media with her.
It looks like you just got appointed last.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So any issues that you see, Mr. Smith? All right, Ms. Williams, I'm going to reset your case. A normal reset, that's about 30 days. Make sure you call and make an appointment. Go visit with Ms. Holmes about everything she's received, what the offer is, and we'll see if we can get an announcement at the next 4 days. All right, you're free to go. Let's see. On Alan Lua is let's see, Mr. Jake. There you are. Is it Jayoma?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Jayoma? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, sir. You're Alan Lua?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is cause number 26, DCCR 0256. And Mr. Lua is charged with possession of a prohibited weapon. And what is the announcement?
Judge, I believe in this case, he has a federal case that's very similar that is already pled and PSI is done. So if we could reset this.
With PSI is already complete.
Yes, Judge.
Do y'all have a sentencing date?
We have, not yet, they're gonna get to it, but we do have a report already.
So it shouldn't be too long.
Correct.
So let's just do a normal 30-day reset. If for some reason it does not happen within 30 days, I know sometimes things can take a little bit. Get with Mr. Smith and get with my staff. We can reset it a little bit longer without you guys having to come. Just let us know that week before if it hasn't happened yet.
Yes, yes.
Otherwise, we'll see y'all in about 30 days. Make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Gioma and he'll let you know when you need to be back.
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Yes,
thank you. Mr. Kimler? Mr. Lewis?
Yes, ma'am.
You've got Devontre Johnson? Oh, that's right. Okay, I'll go back to it. Morning, Mr. Lewis. Ms. French on Devontre Johnson. How are you, Mr. Lewis?
I'm doing all right, Judge.
Good. All right, sir, you're Devontre Johnson.
Yes.
And Mr. Johnson is charged in each of his cases 25 DCCR 0438 and 26-1239 with failure to comply with sex offender registration requirements. And what is the announcement?
Judge, we have a possible resolution that will take care of both of these matters. If we could, we said it 1 week for a plea, so we can get it taken care of. I think we'll be able to get it done.
I did, Your Honor, send a dismissal on 26 DCCR 1239.
Okay.
Those requirements have been met.
Okay.
Since this was filed.
Okay.
I
I'll
think
sign
that's
that.
appropriate.
All right. I'll sign that this morning and then we'll reset the other one 1 week.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you next Monday. You've got that dismissal? Oh, okay. Let's see, is Mr. Morgan, Paul Morgan here? Mr. Parker on Deborah Elliott?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, ma'am. You're Deborah Elliott?
Yes.
And Mr. Parker, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
Sure, Your Honor.
Ms. Elliott, in cause number 26 DCCR 0618, you're charged with a third-degree felony offense of financial abuse of an elderly individual, and that's from October 21st of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they charged you with? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker?
Yes.
Do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 5-year deferred probation. There would be a $250 fine. Is it a deferred or is it straight?
Deferred.
No, accidentally marked off something else from
Oh, sorry.
and also there would be restitution ordered that would be determined between now and when we come back for sentencing. Is that your understanding?
I do have the amount, Your Honor. It's $9,976.
$9,976?
Yes, sir.
And is that your understanding of the amount of restitution that you would owe?
Yes.
Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes.
State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Elliott is not competent?
Yeah.
I don't typically waive on a third, but since you have all of that, is there anything out there that we probably should?
Not really, Your Honor. That's the main issue with restitution. We know the amounts.
What's the relationship with Audie Gregory?
She was a caregiver, Your Honor.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do, Miss Elliott. I'm going to waive the pre-sentence report. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of that plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to defer all proceedings in accordance with your agreement and place you on probation for 5 years. You're ordered to pay the $250 fine, and you're ordered to pay restitution in the amount of $9,976, and to follow all of the other rules and conditions of probation. One of those conditions of probation is that you are not allowed to be the caregiver for anyone. That's not going to be something that you're allowed to do while you're on probation. Do you understand?
Yes.
Any other conditions probation will go over with you, and then.
Your Honor, if I'm sorry to interrupt you, I would ask that some priority be placed on getting the restitution paid earlier.
Yes, I will. So it's only, since it's just the $250 fine. So Miss Elliott, couple of things. One, this is an excellent opportunity because you do not have a felony conviction on your record. And if you successfully complete the probation, at the end of the probation period, the case will actually be dismissed. You'll never have a felony conviction. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, found guilty of the offense and go to prison for up to 10 years. Do you understand? So that's almost $10,000 worth of restitution. And that's a lot of money to get paid back. And it's important to me that you start making payments on that immediately, even if it's a little bit. Some people think that they're going to wait until their tax refund comes back or they're going to sell something. I want you to start making payments of something every single month, because what can happen is you can do everything else correctly that you're supposed to on your probation. But if you're not paying that restitution at the end of your probation, if I make a finding that you could have paid some or all of it, then I can still revoke your probation and you can go to prison. So it's very important that that gets paid back. You understand? I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. Probation is going to call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over all of your paperwork. She's at that desk right over there. Just watch for your name. The bailiff will help get you over there once she calls your name. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
See, Mr. Bruce Smith, you have Rebecca Glaze.
Have an affidavit in the case, so if he's dismissed.
Okay, I'll sign that. Is Ms. Glaze here? Ms. Glaze, it sounds like the district attorney's office is going to be filing a dismissal. I'll sign that as soon as it comes through. You're free to go. Thank you.
Just having a little issue with appearing on the tablet.
Okay,
So
I'll sign it whenever it comes through. Thank you. Mr. Burbank, you've got Jalen Eli. It's a sentencing. Good morning, sir. Are you Jalen Eli? And Mr. Eli was previously in court and entered a plea of guilty in cause number 25 DCCR 1004 to the state jail felony offense of forgery of a financial instrument. I have received the pre-sentence report. Have you both had an opportunity to review that report?
Defense has.
I have, Your Honor.
Any additions or corrections?
I would just ask the court order, the restitution amount of $8,132.88.
Got that. Anything else?
Yeah, I have yet to that, Judge, because I have not seen anything from Mr. that it's owed to. And we specifically asked that at the time of the plea that we had an issue in reference to that. And according to the PSI, they hadn't even contacted us. They reached out and didn't even bother to contact them back.
Let me reset the case for 3 weeks. Ms. Malfino, if you'll get some documentation of that. It looks like the detective should have the documentation, if no one else, that the checks were deposited into Mr. Eli's account. There were 2 checks, one for $4,471.55, one for $3,661.33, that he immediately withdrew that money. So I think
Correct,
that's
Judge, that's what I have.
pretty clear what the restitution should be if you pled guilty to that. So
Don't we need something from the bank that says, yes, that was?
I think the detectives got that when they got the copies of the checks, but I'll reset it for 3 weeks. If you'll get some type of documentation to Mr. Burbank, then we'll go forward with sentencing at that time. Stay in touch with Mr. Burbank. We'll see you when you come back for sentencing.
I'm sorry, Judge, I was just going off Mr. Coleman's notes.
That's okay.
I'll call Detective Judge.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, 3 weeks. Miss Holmes, I took care of all yours, right?
Yes, and I waited to us since they were checking the stats for me to help with the sex offender.
Thank you very much for doing that. Mr. LeBlanc?
Just 1,000.
Okay. You may hold your cases?
Yeah.
Mr. Morgan on William Nesbitt. Mr. Neesmith on Deshaun Robertson. Good morning.
Morning, Ron.
Good morning. You're Deshaun Robertson. And this is 25 DCCR 0914. Ms. Robertson's charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And what is the announcement?
Yes, sir. Judge, Mr. Nesmith has brought two things to my attention that I agree that we would like a reset to get these things. I know this is supposed to be our last reset before set for trial, but he has extensive medical and mental health records that he wants to show me as part of the mitigation issue. And he has, or is in the process of getting an affidavit from a witness that was at the scene that I do not have. And I would like to see those things before we set for trial.
That's right. In the essence of justice, Your Honor, also with the state, that particular witness was there on scene for the entire situation before a video was taken.
I guess my concern is that that's not already been done and gotten all that information should have already been to Mr. Nichols. This will be the final reset. I'm going to reset it about 30 days.
Yes, Your Honor.
All that needs to get to Mr. Nichols. Y'all can visit about the case and let's get an announcement at the next court date.
I feel confident that we'll be able to work it out after that.
Thank you. All right, stay in touch with Mr. Neesmith. He'll let you know when you need to be back and y'all visit before that next court date as well. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
That's all right.
What's the question?
Just, I'm going with this problem.
Typically about 3 months. We're
Okay. Yeah.
We're barely at 90 days.
So my Nacogdoches was dismissed, Fort Bend was dismissed, but Harris County is being pushed. That's why I was asking, just so I can give everybody priorities.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Gertz, you have a sentencing on Edgar Castillo. Good morning. Are you Edgar Castillo?
Yeah.
And Mr. Castillo was previously in court and cause number 25 DCCR 1052 entered a plea of guilty to the third-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. I've received the pre-sentence report. Have you both had an opportunity to review that report?
We have, Judge.
I have
Are there any additions or corrections?
No, Judge.
not stuff.
All right, Mr. Castillo, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty previously, freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 2 years. You're ordered to pay the $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, this is an excellent opportunity because you do not have a felony conviction on your record. And at the end of the probation, if you successfully complete it, you'll never have a felony conviction. Having a felony conviction on your record will negatively impact your life in a number of ways. You can't get certain jobs, obviously, can't live certain places, can't vote, all of those things. So this is a great opportunity. If you don't do what you're supposed to on this probation and you violate any condition of it, you can be brought back into court. You could be found guilty, so you would have the conviction, and you could go to prison for up to 10 years. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you working now?
I'm currently looking for a job.
Okay. Part of your probation is that you get a job. So that needs to be a priority of getting some type of job so that you can take care of your fees, you can take care of the fine, and obviously take care of yourself. All right. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You just need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation will call you up to her desk when she's ready to go.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Blaine Dunnigan, the sentencing. Good morning, you're Blaine Dunnigan. And this is 25 DCCR 0566. Mr. Dunnigan was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to driving while intoxicated, third or more. I've received the pre-sentence report. If you both had an opportunity to review the report.
We have, Judge.
Yes, Judge.
Any additions or corrections?
And that brings us to the end of this courtroom session. From bond warnings and attorney issues to plea agreements, probation, and serious sentencing consequences, today's hearing showed just how quickly a routine court appearance can turn into a life-changing moment. The judge made one thing very clear: following court orders is not optional. Miss deadlines, violate probation, or ignore the conditions, and the consequences can become much more serious. What do you think about the judge's approach today? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more courtroom breakdowns like this, Make sure you subscribe and watch the next video.